Hello, welcome to Paul's Take, and today we're trying to figure out Supra and who's it competing with. It seems to me that Supra should be competing with the Mustang GT. Even though the Mustang is a V8, Supra is a straight 6 with a turbo. They're both like sporty cars, and the Mustang is a 4-seater, whereas the Supra is a 2-seater. They're both rear-wheel drive. They're both really cool. But the Mustang is faster, has 4 seats, which make it appealing, more appealing. The styling, I guess it's subjective. I personally like the way the Toyota Supra looks. It looks more high-end, more classy. But I'm sure a lot of people prefer the Mustang, the way it looks. So that part I would say is subjective. But the big difference is, on those two, comparing the two, the Mustang, you can get a GT for about $36,000, whereas the Toyota Supra is starting off at $50,000. That's $14,000 difference. That's a huge difference for a car that's not even as fast as the Mustang. And also, it's like, I'm not really sure who their buyers are competing with. Like, what's going to be because if I'm thinking about a $50,000 car, I probably wouldn't do a Toyota Supra. I mean, that's closer to the range of a Corvette. Or probably can get some like BMWs or something. Because based on the BMW platform, that's probably why it's so expensive. They probably should have done that. They should have made their own platform and then just beef it up, throw in a turbocharged V6 Toyota Camry motor or something. Probably heckin' fast. And they could have dropped the price down considerably, and they could have competed with the Mustang and even the Nissan Z, 270Z right now. You get one of those for like $30,000. $30,000. $20,000 less than a Toyota. Now, granted, the Toyota is a nicer car than the Z, and the Z's been around for a long time, so the styling of it is, well, I still like it. I still think it's one of the best looking cars out there, but it's an older style. It's been out for like 8 or 9 years now, maybe even longer. But to me, the style still works. And if you're going to go with a 2-seater, to me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, unless like money was no object. But if money was no object, I don't know if I'd go with the Supra. Maybe I would. I don't know. I guess when you talk about buying a Supra, it's not going to be the logical choice because there's no logic behind that. But it's going to be probably more the emotional choice. And I got to feel a lot of people do like the Supras. I like them too. Don't get me wrong. I like the Supra a lot. I would like it a lot more if it was a 4-seater, and I would have liked it more if it was priced around the Mustang. You know, 30, 36, even 40. You know, if you got a little better car, you can price a little better. But to go that much more for a Supra, it's not worth it to me. I'd probably wait to get a used one, but maybe they won't do so well. I think the last version didn't do so well as well, but so it's probably because of the same reason. They probably priced it out of its competition, and even though it was a great car, it didn't really make much sense. What would you get? Would you get a Supra for $50, a Mustang GT for $36? That'd be in the manual. Or a Nissan Z, and the Nissan's coming out with a new Z. It's supposed to be really nice, and I think it's probably meant to compete with the Toyota. But it wouldn't take much more to beat it in its straight-out power. But I guess apparently the Toyota is tuned really well, so it handles great. I was watching a thing just recently. I want to give them credit, but I forgot the name of the people. But they compared the Mustang to the Supra. And the Mustang was faster to drag race, just by a hair though. Like from a quarter mile, just a hair faster. Just like, it's pretty much a tie almost. But it was just a tad faster. And as the speeds were building up, the Mustang was building more momentum. But on the course, it was the Supra that won by a little bit. So it's definitely a really well-handling car. And I think, I guess, to tell you the truth, I mean, I could see if you wanted something nicer, you don't need 4 seats. You want the quality to be a little bit more plush. You don't need it to be really a logical choice. You want something nice. In that regards, the Supra makes perfect sense. Because between a Supra and a Corvette, I believe the starting price on a Corvette is probably around $60,000, which you probably get for a basic entry-level model. Well, it's really not the same beast. The Corvette is a full-on, sports car that's really not that practical. Now, granted, the Supra is really not all that practical either, but it's a little more classy. It's a little more plush. So it's not just your full-out, bare bones muscle car. It's a pretty classy ride. In that regard, it is the clear winner. So I could see myself buying one. I'm not going to lie. If I had the money and I had to choose between those, and I didn't need the 4 seats, say it was a second car, your second like fun car, and you could spend $50,000 and not be hurt by it. I would consider it. I don't think that's a very broad marketing bubble, I guess. I think most people are, it's going to be at that price range, maybe a little more logical. Because you could buy almost a Porsche. Let me think here. Yeah, I think not too much more. You can get a Porsche, what do they call it? The Boxers. I think their starting price is like $67,000. That's a sweet ride. I've been in one of them. They ain't nice. And it's a Porsche, not a Toyota. So yeah, I mean it's a tough little decision. But I do believe that the Supra is more of a daily driver than the Porsche. The Porsche, especially the Porsche Boxer, is more of a it's your weekend fun drive. It's not so much your daily driver. I mean, it'd be a daily driver to me, but maybe it still might make more sense for the Toyota. The Toyota reliability. Well, it does have a BMW motor, so it makes you kind of wonder. But at that price range, a lot of choices. I don't know. I do like the Supra, though. I got to admit, I do like it a lot. Yeah, I can see myself getting one because it is a little more mature. I'm all over the place with this video. It's because I think that it doesn't really fit a real good niche. It's just kind of like, if you want a nice car, like Toyotas, like the style. I do like the style a lot. I don't have to drive it though, but it does seem like a nice cruising car, like a grand tour. You want to travel around the country in comfort, have a little fun with it as well, get some juice to it. I can see myself getting that. I'm curious because I know Toyotas are like the most reliable vehicle out there, basically. But BMW is not nearly as reliable as a Toyota. So how reliable is this going to be? Is it reliable enough to be your daily driver to put 200,000 miles on it? Or is it just your fun car for the weekends where you try to keep the miles low and you drive your secondary Camry to put your miles on? That is a good question. makes you wonder. I think I would have liked it more if it was 100% Toyota, to be honest with you. Because I've come to rely, I like Toyotas, they're reliable vehicles. But now that you got the BMW mix into it, is it going to be more expensive to work on? Is it going to be as reliable? These are important questions. I don't know. What do you think? All right, well, I think I walked around in total circles. I'm not sure where I ended up. Between the Mustang and the Toyota, I'd get the Mustang. Probably, yeah. I mean, realistically, for me right now, I would need a 4-seater. I couldn't do a 2-seater. Because I have the wife and kid, and if I have something cool like that, they're all going to want to ride in it, so it's got to be at least 4 seats. Even the seats in the back are kind of small. The kid's a kid, so she can manage. So for me, I would do the Mustang, but I don't think I would do the Mustang. I think I would keep on shopping. Maybe I would, I don't know. Something about the Mustang, I don't know if for some reason, it's one of those things where it hits all the buttons. It's a nice looking car, inside and out. Supposedly it handles marvelously. Drive's got a lot of power. Good bang for your buck, good value. But at the same time, it doesn't really speak to my soul completely. No, it does not. But what does? What speaks to my soul? I know it speaks to my soul. My #1 car, but it's a little out of my price range. Which one is that? You ask. I should probably do a whole show on it, but I'll do a show on it. I actually tried to do one, but I didn't give it. It wasn't good enough, so I scrapped it. So I want to give this one the attention and the quality it deserves. But the car, my dream car, that I would get if I could have any car. Not only that, if I was like sworn to one vehicle, and I can always upgrade the same vehicle brand or model, it would be the Porsche 911. It has back seats. Okay? How can you argue with that? It's small, it's light, it's powerful, it's got back seats. It only costs $150,000. That's why I don't have one. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Paul's Take. Let me know what you think. Which car would you get? Which car do you like? Which car would you like me to do a video on? Which car should I try to test drive? Should I do another? I haven't driven. I have some videos where I actually test drive cars. I know you're like, why are you talking about cars? You're not even driving them. But the way my schedule is, I can't get into a car before like about 7 o'clock p.m. But by that time, it's nighttime. So in the spring and the summer, I'll be doing more car videos. But right now, I'm just trying to figure out, just kind of winging it, doing what I can do. All right, well, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit like, subscribe. Really appreciate it. Okay, so after doing the editing and reviewing the whole video, I changed my mind. Not so much changed my mind, but I made a decision on one of the vehicles in question. Between the Supra, the Mustang, and the Nissan 370Z. If I had to buy one of these cars, it'd be the Nissan. And I know this was supposed to be comparing the Nissan, but the Z is the best bang for your buck. And to tell you the truth, I really like the way it looks, inside and out. Even though it's supposedly kind of old out there, in styling-wise worlds, but for me, I think it looks great, inside and out. I haven't driven it yet, but based on looks, I think it looks great. It's definitely not the fastest, but it's probably fast enough, especially with a manual transmission. It'd probably be a blast to drive. Well, that would be my choice. My money would be on the $30,000 Nissan 370Z. You probably get a used one for a steal. Anyway, thanks for watching again.